All right, he's been on these channels. He's been great on relieving pain, joint pain, and inflammation. Evidently, here's what he
I've headed
says.
one of the best known pain relief clinics in the US where I treated over 20,000 patients with back pain, arthritis pain, and other forms of debilitating pain. Millions of people have already used the information I'm sharing with you in this short presentation to finally get lasting relief from their joint pain, stiffness, and discomfort. So please, if you're in pain right now, pay close attention as I tell you exactly how you can finally put an end to your suffering. And I do know exactly what it's like to be suffering. And some years ago, I went for a 3-mile run with a friend in Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. All of a sudden, while on my last mile running downhill, I got an arthritis attack. My knees gave way and I crashed on the trail, tumbling down the hill head first. My brain was telling me to get up, but my knees laughed and said, "Good luck trying." I couldn't move. I felt paralyzed. I was screaming in pain. The fear of, what if I could never get up and walk? It numbed me. I was diagnosed with arthritis. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but it's true. Even as doctors, we can let poor health get the best of us. I got rid of my arthritis pain simply by avoiding 5 common foods from my diet, and I want to tell you about them right now. The first joint-killing food is gluten, a mixture of proteins found in breads and pastries, anything from pizza crust to bagels, muffins, and pasta. It's what makes them satisfyingly chewy. However, gluten is highly inflammatory. That's bad news for your joints. Inflammation causes chronic pain, and it starts in your gut. You see, gluten breaks the junctions between the cells that line your gut. Those junctions or barriers are the only thing that keep dangerous substances like bacteria, viruses, or in this case, gluten, from entering your bloodstream. When those junctions crack, it's known as leaky gut. So, when gluten escapes into your bloodstream, it can trigger dangerous inflammation in blood vessels all throughout your body. And when inflammation is ongoing, your immune system responds by mobilizing an army of white blood cells. And because inflammation causes swelling, burning, and pain when you have arthritis, the joints in your knees, elbows, wrists, neck are experiencing swelling, burning, and pain too. Then your body releases fibrin, which is a mesh-like protein produced by your body, which helps close and heal your wounds. It's what scar tissue and scabs are made of. And when it accumulates in your joints, it acts like sandpaper. It's sticky and has a rough texture. It irritates the joints and makes inflammation worse. Normally, your body releases proteolytic enzymes to keep the fibrin under control. The pain and stiffness subside. But when you're eating gluten, whether in bread, bagels, muffins, pasta, or from other sources, more and more gluten floods your bloodstream and creates a condition called chronic inflammation. That's when your immune system is always switched on and inflammation rages all day, every day. When inflammation becomes chronic, fibrin keeps building up and doesn't dissolve. The buildup of fibrin prevents red blood cells from delivering healing oxygen, and that is the real cause of your pain that never goes away. Meanwhile, you keep popping all these side effect laden pharmaceutical grade painkillers to get a few moments of relief, but all the painkillers in the world don't dissolve all the excess fibrin. The longer you ignore the real cause of the problem, the fibrin, the more it will build up, the longer you'll stay in pain, and the less effective traditional pain meds will be in managing your pain. Just to be crystal clear, fibrin and inflammation are the root cause of your arthritis pain. In fact, a study recently funded by the National Institute of Health and Arthritis Foundation found fibrin is a powerful determinant of inflammatory joint disease, and fibrin deposits are a prominent feature of arthritic joints. Next, I want to reveal the worst food number 2. This food is anything containing trans fats. That's French fries, cakes, frozen pizza, margarine, donuts, and a laundry list of other processed foods. I underline the word processed because that's what's important. You're probably not eating fast food every day of your life, but that doesn't mean you're successfully avoiding trans fats. Some energy and granola bars, as well as instant oatmeal, contain dangerous trans fats. Trans fats are strongly linked to systemic chronic inflammation. This type of inflammation affects your entire body, starting with problems with your plasma and blood cells, spreading to your connective tissue, which is the cartilage and ligaments that your joints are made of. Eventually, it can get so bad that it can lead to serious problems with your vital organs. Heart disease is a well-known result. Trans fats are so bad for you that the Institute of Medicine recommends that you keep trans fatty acid consumption as low as possible. But it's not as easy as just avoiding fast food. Soybean, corn, peanut, and sunflower oils are all examples of vegetable oils that are rich in omega-6 fatty acids, which most of us Americans consume far too much of. Too much omega-6 causes inflammation, and inflammation brings fibrin, which makes your joints feel like sandpaper and stops you from doing the things you love. If your body has lost its ability to call...
So hold it. Soybean, peanuts, other things.
off the fibrin when it's not needed, you can run into problems, especially if you're over 25 years old. The harsh reality is the typical Western diet and even many so-called healthy diet plans contain far too many inflammation-promoting omega-6 fatty acids and not nearly enough anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. The average American is very unhealthy and has an out-of-whack omega-3 to omega-6 balance. It's an alarming 1 to 20 ratio when it should be ideally a 1 to 2 ratio. This means that the anti-inflammatory properties of the omega-3 fatty acids are completely overwhelmed by the inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids, and that leads to serious problems. This dramatic imbalance can lead to a tsunami of inflammation and excessive fibrin in the body, which begs the question, what keeps people under 25 from having to deal with painful joints and makes them almost immune to arthritis? This, despite the fact they often consume the 5 worst foods in unhealthy quantities. What is it that they have that goes away past the age of 25? The answer to this question is a breakthrough discovery by a New York medical doctor who revealed a major secret about arthritis pain. I want to make sure you understand this before we move on to the worst food number 3, which people eat a lot of during the summer months. Dr. Max Wolf was a medical doctor at the prestigious Columbia University for over 30 years. He's considered the father of modern enzyme therapy. Dr. Wolf dedicated his life looking for the differences in why young people often heal faster and have less overall pain than older folks. What he discovered is something everyone, including you, who suffers from arthritis needs to know. Dr. Wolf's clinical trials prove that you can't experience true pain relief until you take the proper steps to replace critical enzymes. These enzymes become deficient in most folks after the age of 25. Many of today's most popular non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, like aspirin, ibuprofen, Advil, Aleve, Celebrex, Motrin, are designed to fight inflammation. However, these are not without risk. Each year, the side effects of long-term NSAID use causes nearly 103,000 hospitalization and 16,500 deaths. Remember Vioxx? 4 million Americans took it, and it's estimated that 140,000 heart attacks followed, and 60,000 people died because of it. Of course, it was taken off the market, but it was already too late. Others like Tylenol and Panadol block incoming pain signals in your nervous system, but none of them target the cause of these signals, and that is the fibrin buildup and inflammation. Dr. Wolf's discovery shines light on the shutoff switch for pain and inflammation. He discovered proteolytic enzymes do 4 things. First, they break down the proteins that cause inflammation. Second, they remove fibrin, the clotting material that irritates your joints and prolongs inflammation. Third, they clear up edema, which is excess water in the area of inflammation. And fourth, they counteract chronic recurrent inflammation, a primary cause of chronic degenerative joint disease. Taking Dr. Wolf's breakthrough research further, a remarkable 1982 study showed proteolytic enzymes dissolve fibrin and other scar tissue, thereby reducing pain and helping your joints heal. The less fibrin you have, the less pain you'll experience. Plain and simple. Studies show that after age 25, our body manufactures less proteolytic enzymes with each passing year. This explains why as you age, your wounds heal thicker, weaker, less pliable, leave more visible scars. It's because you don't have enough proteolytic enzymes to eat up that scar tissue. This is important because as fibrin builds up in your joints, it's trying to build up scar tissue there too. And the less elastic it is, the more it irritates your joints and the worse your arthritis gets. Proteolytic enzymes are supremely important. So why hasn't everyone heard about them? The answer to this question will downright upset you. But first, it's time to reveal the worst pain-causing arthritis food number 3. Few people with arthritis have this food on the radar at all. Worst food number 3, blackened and barbecued foods. Foods cooked at high temperatures, including charbroiled, blackened, barbecued, and fried, often contain harmful byproducts caused by the cooking process called advanced glycation end products. AGEs are highly inflammatory and damage your joints and bones, making your arthritis pain worse. Heat also destroys proteolytic enzymes in foods. By eating these foods, you not only create inflammation in your body, but also destroy the antidote to inflammation, which is proteolytic enzymes. Stewing, boiling, braising, crock-potting, or steaming will help you minimize the amount of AGEs formed in your food. Most people have no idea summer grilling can make arthritis pain worse. The reason they don't know is the same reason very few people know about the magic of proteolytic enzymes. Proteolytic enzymes are found in common and exotic foods, many of which you buy in your local grocery store. Some of them are foreign and not available in the US. And in addition, there are plenty of naturally occurring substances that provide relief from high inflammation levels. Research shows that enzymes work throughout your body to help fight inflammation, dissolve scar tissue, cleanse and thin the blood, and boost healthy cardiovascular, respiratory, and immune function. Proteolytic enzymes are the final line of defense against disease, illness, pain, and everything else that happens inside your body. Unfortunately, because of the aging process and the nutrient-deficient food we're eating today, the vast majority of adults have dangerously low levels of these enzymes. The fourth worst food to consume if you suffer from arthritis is alcohol. Now, moderate alcohol consumption has been shown to provide some health benefits. However, higher amounts can lead to severe problems. In a major scientific study, the inflammatory marker CRP increased in people who consumed alcohol. The more alcohol they consumed, the more inflammation they exhibited. As you're aware, inflammation increases fibrin. Unfortunately, the top 10% of American adults, 24 million of them, consume an average of 61 drinks per week. People who drink heavily may also develop problems with bacterial toxins moving out of the colon and into their body. This condition, often called leaky gut, can drive widespread inflammation that leads to organ damage. But as you already discovered, alcohol is not the only cause of leaky gut. So to be on the safe side, limit yourself to 2 standard drinks per day if you're a man and 1 if you're a woman, or ideally, none at all. Before I go over the solution to addressing fibrin and also alleviating your arthritis pain, let's go over the worst food number 5. It's more addictive than cocaine. Have you heard of sorbitol, barley malt, caramel, maltodextrin, dextrin, dextrose, fructose, sucrose, glucose, maltose, succinate, molasses, corn syrup, carob sorghum syrup, and fruit juice concentrate? Oh, you know what all these are different names for? Sugar. Listen, in a shocking narrative review published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, the authors write, consuming sugar produces effects similar to cocaine, altering mood, possibly through its ability to induce reward and pleasure, leading to the seeking out of sugar. They cite rodent studies, which show sweetness is preferred even over cocaine. Several animal studies have shown a diet high in added sugar leads to obesity, insulin resistance, increased gut permeability, and inflammation. Harvard researchers recently revealed that the more sugary soda men with knee osteoarthritis drink, the more their condition is likely to worsen. This suggests sugar itself may be responsible for worsening arthritis. Numerous human studies confirm the link between added sugar and high inflammatory markers. A study of healthy people found consuming only 40 grams of added sugar from just one 375 milliliter can of soda per day leads to an increase in inflammatory markers and LDL cholesterol, which is your bad cholesterol. Insulin resistance increased between 4 to 9%. These people tended to gain more weight too. Now, it seems the list of these 5 worst foods for arthritis includes all the foods you want to eat, and you must resign yourself to plain, unsatisfying foods to be free of arthritis pain. However, I want to set your mind at ease. Remember that folks under 25 eat these foods, yet don't experience the kind of pain you experience in your body. When they eat the 5 worst foods, their bodies produce fibrin and inflammation. However, because they produce enough proteolytic enzymes, the fibrin dissolves. So they don't experience any pain in the first place. As you get older, your body stops producing enough proteolytic enzymes, and that's why you experience more and more pain. The natural way to restore your body back into working like it did when you were 25 is by providing it with an ample supply of proteolytic enzymes that'll dissolve fibrin and reduce inflammation and pain that comes with it. Science tells us that proteolytic enzymes are the most powerful antidote against the standard American diet. Here are the most important ones. Bromelain. This is a special pineapple extract which contains several proteolytic enzymes. These enzymes short-circuit multiple pain pathways in the body. Since its discovery in 1957, hundreds of studies have shown it to reduce inflammation, reduce and prevent swelling, and remove waste and toxins from the blood. In one study published in Biomedical Reports, a significant number of patients taking bromelain experienced a significant reduction in pain and swelling. Papain. Papain comes from the papaya plant. Papain reduces pain and swelling and removes excess fluid after an injury. It's also used to treat burns and help wounds heal faster. Research shows that papain also dissolves the fibrin, the nasty protein that can clog your joints and make your pain worse. In addition to these proteolytic enzymes, here are today's most effective natural pain relievers. Nutrients such as rutin, found naturally in a variety of plants and fruits, this powerful antioxidant has strong anti-inflammatory effects. This means that it reduces your inflammation and kills your arthritis pain. It also prevents blood clotting, which means reduced fibrin buildup in your joints. In addition, it also helps your circulation and lowers cholesterol levels. Turmeric extract. Turmeric is a popular Indian spice that gives curry its distinctive flavor. A study done at the prestigious Sloan Kettering Cancer Research Center in New York found that turmeric was safer than aspirin in stopping inflammation and arthritis pain. Best of all, turmeric causes none of aspirin's typical gastrointestinal irritation. Devil's Claw. Over the past 20 years, numerous independent studies have shown that Devil's Claw is extremely effective in reducing pain and inflammation. One study found Devil's Claw was as effective in treating arthritis pain as the common drug phenylbutazone, which has been taken off the market and is no longer approved for human use in the US or UK because of its terrible side effects. There have also been several studies on humans which show that Devil's Claw is as effective as synthetic COX-2 inhibitors without the deadly side effects. A series of studies completed in Germany found that the main ingredient in Devil's Claw was just as effective as Viax in the treatment of chronic arthritis pain. Boswellia extract. One of the most widely used herbs in Indian medicine, it has been used for centuries by traditional Indian healers to reduce arthritis pain and inflammation. In addition to being a powerful and safe natural anti-inflammatory, Boswellia also supports healthy blood circulation. A 2003 study published in the medical journal Phytomedicine found that taking Boswellia extract decreased pain by about 90%, improved patients' mobility by about 85%, and nearly entirely eliminated swelling. Ginger extract. Used for over 2,500 years in Asia, ginger has been used to reduce arthritis pain and inflammation. It works by decreasing the amount of prostaglandins, which are hormones that can trigger joint pain and inflammation. This means that it does what NSAIDs and prescription drugs do, but without the dangerous side effects. 5 different studies found that people who took ginger had a big improvement in their joint pain and ability to move. Now listen, you could go out there and source all these different proteolytic enzymes and joint soothing nutrients in the marketplace. I have a better way. It's called Heal and Soothe. And it not only gives you the healing power of proteolytic enzymes in a convenient capsule, it also goes where no other proteolytic supplement has gone before. Remember, all these proteolytic enzymes I just shared with you a minute ago, Heal and Soothe has all those powerful proteolytic enzymes, including protease AM, protease 6.0, and alkaline protease, plus a blend of herbs, spices, antioxidants.
Got it. So that's where I got Heal and Soothe from. Okay. But I need to take that more, but I also need to reduce the potatoes, the tomatoes, the polyunsaturates, the omega-6, increase the omega-3, the soy oil, and probably more pineapple, more papain, more, what's the other, rutin. Let's end it here.